Hey everyone, my name is Paul. We're just driving through Texas for work. I do stone repair and maintenance in Texas. I recently moved here from New York, and I've been here, lived here total of 10 months about, and I'm happy. I'm in Texas. We got out of crazy New York, crazy high taxes, crazy high prices, crazy high gas prices, crazy laws. People want to tell people what to do, what to put in their bodies, what to do with their kids, and basically dumb down their kids, as far as I can see. So I don't want that for my family, and I moved out of there. I have a little more control over my life in Texas, my protection in Texas. I have more control over my kids in Texas. If you want to give up as much control as possible and have the least amount of responsibility for your family and your children, live in New York, live in California. Don't get me wrong, there's a lot of good parents and good families and raising their kids right in New York. It's just in Texas, it's easier for people. The big thing, it's also much easier financially, much less of a strain financially on you. The rent is much cheaper, houses are much cheaper, taxes are lower compared to New York and California. Pretty much there is no comparison. People coming here, they never left California, let's say, and never left New York, but they come here and try to live. They make that decision. It happens to them like their jaw drops, and they can't believe how different Texas is and how villainized it is in those states, because they know they cannot compete with the life you can have in Texas for the amount of money you can spend here compared to, living in California or New York. Doesn't even compare. I mean, right now I just started my business a couple months ago. It's growing. It's just a couple of months, but it's pretty much enough to pay all my bills right now, which is as much as I could expect for just a few months of running a business. But it's growing. I'm, getting new contacts and building my customer list and providing good service, providing good customer service, and just trying to, be as good as I possibly can as a service provider to people. And I think by going in that direction and putting emphasis on that, my business is going to grow. I mean, I'm not stupid. I know, growing a business to a level that's sustainable and you're allowed to put money away and maybe invest some and things like that. I mean, it's not a couple of months. Also, depending on what you do. But in what I do, it's probably going to take me a year, 2 years to have it to a level where I'm like really happy and comfortable, So I know it takes time. I started it when I came to Texas. I told myself, everybody was telling me, where you gonna work, what job you're gonna look for, or things like that. And some people don't understand the life of having your own business, being an entrepreneur, doing things for yourself. A lot of people are just kind of taught by their life to always look for a job, from somebody else, to always do that. And that gives you very little control over your life. Because, I mean, my wife, for example, she was working for this big company, textile company. She knew everything about the company. She worked pretty much every position from the bottom up to management and things like that. And after 17 years, she got pregnant. We had twins, and while she was on her maternity leave, she just had children, and she was still on her maternity leave, they let her go. Because now she had kids, and they automatically figured, oh shoot, she's going to be a problem. Let's solve the situation. Let's change it. And they let her go. I let my wife go just like that, with all the knowledge that she had. She was a very valued person in that company, and she worked there for 17 years. And they just let her go because she was going to be too much of a problem for them, because she has kids now. You know, the company is Cravat Fabrics, and I'm not going to be quiet about it. That's what they did. So it's just having your own. You're in control. You want work? You better put your ass to work and talk to people. Try to get that work. Go online, advertise, provide good service. You know, get your listing on Google and the search engines. Get your reviews going from people. It's all very important. And if you do that, then I think you have a good chance of doing your own. And when I came here, like I said, I told myself, I am not going to work for anybody else. I'm done. I've worked for multiple companies. I've always seen my boss and the owner of the company get richer, get new cars, buy better homes, and get boats and beautiful vacations, and send their kids to college and all that stuff. I have 2 3-year-olds. You know, I started this late anyway. I have 2 3-year-olds, and working for someone the way I've been working all my life, I'm not going to be able to provide for my kids what I want to provide for my kids. I don't want to be the dad that constantly tells them, oh, we can't afford that, or we can't take a vacation, and we can't go there because we have no money for that. I'm sorry, and stuff. I don't want to be that kind of parent. I want to be a parent where I have multiple streams of income. Even if I'm away from my day job and I take 2-3 weeks off, or even a month, I have other streams coming in, maybe not at the same amount, but they're coming in, even though I'm spending money. And I can go away for a family trip with my young kids that are going to enjoy it, that are not in school yet, for a month. Me and my wife, we went for this drive when we lived in New York, and we drove my car from New York to California through the south of the United States, and came back through the north of the United States. It took us like 21 days, 8,340 miles in total. It was the best trip we ever had, in a car, no plane, nothing. We enjoyed it so much. We saw so much. We saw so many people, met so many people, and we saw so many insane places in the world. Just in the United States, I mean, so many beautiful, gorgeous places that you would never, ever, ever see flying over in a plane. And we've been telling each other that when our kids are like 8, 9, we want to take a trip like that with them. And we want it to be 30 days. To just take our time, drive around with them, look at all these places, visit them, experience them, not be in a hurry. Oh, I gotta go back, the money's running out. No, I don't want it like that. I'm sorry for all the noises, because I'm driving. I'm not really looking at the phone, so it shouldn't be a problem. But that's the way I feel. I want to be a parent that can give my kids what I want to give them. Not what they want, what I want to give them. I want to be able to provide them money for college if they're going to go. I'm going to try to teach them about money and investing and starting their own business, so they don't have to work for someone else right from the beginning, that they can work for themselves. That's the dad I want to try to be. That's the dad I want to try to be for them. And that's what I want to teach them. To live for them, to work for them, not for someone else's dreams. Because I've done that half my life and I had enough. No more of that. So treat this as an introduction to this YouTube channel. You know, I'm just talking about my life. I don't know if this is gonna even be watched by anybody. Hopefully yeah, but most likely not. I mean, I've tried this a couple of times. Not much, but a couple of times. But let's see if I can keep it up every day for a year. You know, 5-10 minute video updates of what's going on in my life. And we can go from there and see how that works. I'm a dad. I'm a husband. And I always have a lot to say about that stuff. So, take care, guys. Enjoy your day. This is my first. Like and subscribe if you feel you'd be interested in this kind of content. I'll try not to record every time I drive, but a lot of times that's the time that I have time to record. So hopefully you can hear me well enough to be interested in the channel and all the noises don't bother you that much. Have a great day.